Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are all in good condition. We are from Group 3, and right now we'll present our analysis from the article title Application of the Open Lens Critical Discourse Analysis in liputan6.com. News on the dissolution of BSNP by Mutia Mubashira, Yumna Rashid, and Miftahul Khaira Anwar. This study analyzes how language is used in a news text from liputan6.com about the dissolution of BSNP, or the National Education Standard Agency. The article was published on September 3rd, 2021. By looking at the language in the text, you can see how the media frames the event and possibly influence how readers understand the government decision. Okay, for the next screen is overview will explained by Aline. Aline, please.
All right, thank you, Anissa. Let's talk about overview approach. The first one is discourse structures. His framework including social actor network, also legitimation and purpose. The second one is inclusion strategies. It is identify specific linguistic and rhetorical strategies, including nomination, categorization, identification, etc. And the last one is exclusion strategies. It is examines strategies used to exclude or marginalize certain groups, such as passivation and nominalization. So this model is in accordance with the data obtained from the research, namely news report. The presentation of the model is achieved through the categorization of exclusion and inclusion of several specified emphases. Next, please.
First, for data collection, the researcher applied qualitative content analysis along with a literature review. That means they didn't just look at raw data, they also examined various sources like journals and books to build a deeper, more holistic understanding of the topic. For example, from page 106, saying that the data was gathered not only through content analysis but also by reviewing relevant literature. And then next is contextual analysis. This part is crucial because it places the finding within broader context like political, media, social, ideological, and historical aspect. They analyze the political decision to dissolve BSNP, a state in the Ministry of Education, Regulation number 28 of 2021, against that from page 106. So overall, next.
Okay, next is about discourse analyzing, focusing on the use of passive and active voice as well as the inclusion strategies of association and disassociation. So let's start with original passive form, where the statement kebijakan itu dinilai bisa berdampak buruk pada kualitas pendidikan di Indonesia. Using the passive voice here obscures that the subject who is making the judgment, which can dilute accountability and responsibility. So let's look the active alternative. Masyarakat menilai kebijakan itu bisa berdampak buruk pada kualitas pendidikan di Indonesia. By using this active voice, we clearly identify the community as a subject, emphasizing their role in critiquing the policy. This not only clarifies who is making the assessment, but also highlight the importance of public opinion in educational discourse. Next. About discourse analysis in association and disassociation. So the first is association example with the statement, eksistensi BSNP juga bagian representasi dari keterlibatan unsur masyarakat dalam mengawal kualitas penyelenggara pendidikan. Jika unsur ini kemudian dihilangkan, maka akan membuat rumusan kebijakan pendidikan menjadi ruang sunyi bagi suara-suara dari para perintis dan aktivis pendidikan. So by not addressing the potential negative effect of disassociating community voice, this version may inadvertently downplay the importance of public engagement in educational policy making. So the choice between passive and active voice as well as the strategy of association and disassociation significantly influence how we interpret and understand the discourse. Next.
Next is ideological analysis using Van Leeuwen frameworks. The researchers found that specific word choices in the news frame BSNP as essential, emphasizing its independence, professionalism, and urgency. This subtly promotes an ideology supporting BSNP and critique its dissolution. For example, in page 111, BSNP sebagai lembaga mandiri, profesional, dan independen keberadaannya masih sangat dibutuhkan untuk mengawal agar pendidikan di Indonesia tidak kehilangan arah. And then interpretation of findings. The article used language to shape opinion, favoring the SNP and criticizing its dissolution. It showed power by highlighting certain voices while excluding others. Liputan 6 is not neutral. It supports a pro-BSNP stance. The text subtly calls for resistance, framing BSNP as key to democratic education. For the example, in page 110, jika unsur ini kemudian dihilangkan, maka akan membuat rumusan kebijakan pendidikan menjadi ruang sunyi bagi suara-suara dari para perintis dan aktivis pendidikan. Next.
For the conclusion of our presentation today is Penguin's approach help us to see how language isn't just about saying things, it's also about showing power, shaping opinions, and influencing how people think about big issues such as education. This method is really useful because it helps us understand what's going on behind the words. As an implication, future research can use this approach to examine how different types of media shape public opinion through subtle language choices, whether it's about education, politics, or social issue. So that's our presentation about analysis article using WordX, using Van Leeuwen's approach. Hopefully this helped us to gain a deeper understanding of this approach. I'm Anissa, your moderator, taking my leave. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.